from Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos.
26, Denver Broncos.
With Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Luke to get us started. Off we go from Denver. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action now. It's Nix. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. They get 24 on that one. First down, Broncos.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he'll get forward for a couple. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
He was brought down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
He'll give it to Dobbins. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run the sneak. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Run with Dobbins. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
He was brought down.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
We'll go play action with Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
They'll let the fullback try to push the ball. Oh, he's trying to use the big frame to push forward, but I don't think he's going to get there. He's held up at the line of scrimmage, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
A 45-yard attempt.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And tell you what, we didn't think there was a lot more things that he could do on the football field, and it seems like every year he's proven otherwise.
He was brought down by Pat Surtain. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. In motion goes Likely. Off the play fake, Jackson. He's going to run it. He's going to be brought down up past the 45. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
First down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Rush to his left, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Henry. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
He's across midfield with a 48-yard line. 5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Lamar Jackson. A gain of 9 yards.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up first down.
They'll run it with Henry. Good running inside the 25. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. A gain there of 27 yards.
A gain of 27 on the play, and a Raven first down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep this one himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
On play action, here's Jackson. This is caught at the 2. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, and he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
That's another Baltimore first down.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like...
And he follows his way into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown, Baltimore. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens move out to a 7-3 lead.
Broncos 3.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. The Broncos offense ready now for their second drive. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Dobbins. Up the sideline to the 40. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big-time play for the Broncos.
That's good.
It's a gain of 34.
First down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Looking out of the gun, it's Hicks. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And 3rd down coming up.
Timing and anticipation, those are the critical elements anytime you're throwing a ball outside of the numbers. If the quarterback waits too long, Mike, that receiver just gets closer and closer to the sideline and just makes what should have been a much easier throw and catch an incomplete pass.
Too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Ravens offense ready for their second possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Play action now. Jackson. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
To go.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
In motion goes Likely. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Raven first down.
For a Baltimore first down. A gain of 15. First down, Baltimore.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
In motion goes Likely. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Jackson up top again. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
To the air one more time with Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection.
Flowers. A gain of 9 yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. To the right side, he's got Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
10 at the 20-yard line.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, two things need to happen. One, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time, and then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
On the option, they give it to Henry. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
At the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
From the gun, Jackson will try to run for it. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up first and goal.
Jackson now. Well, broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
We'll go again from the 3. It is second and goal. Henry. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
Singleton on the tackle. The play lost a yard. It's now third and goal.
So a little extra time to think about this third and goal as we've hit the end of the first. It's the Ravens out front. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they will see what they can do with this third and goal. They'll try and run, and here's Henry. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's fourth and goal.
That third down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's third down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have fourth down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
A 22-yard attempt.
The kick is perfect, right down the middle.
The score.
And the Ravens go out to a 10-3 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start first and 10. Throwing is Nix. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Second and
well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep them to no gain.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7.
That's a gain of 7.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game. Force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away. And then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll step up and run this.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
They'll send Flowers in motion. 2nd down. Jackson. Flowers with the catch. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Jackson on target to Flowers. And it's a Baltimore 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
At the 47-yard line, a 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson out of the pistol. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Going to go right back to Henry. And a nice job. They pick it up. 1st down. The march continues. They're at the 41-yard line.
So often, Mike, you can tell a team's decision on 4th down by what they call on 3rd down. So I think after that 3rd down run, it was pretty clear that, hey, even if we don't get it here, we're comfortable going for it again on 4th down. But didn't turn out to be the case because he's able to get it there on 3rd.
That's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Throwing Jackson. He got all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Nice job bouncing back there on 2nd down. 1st down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in 2nd and short. And now they can gain some of that back with that sack and brings up 3rd and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. He's got it to Hopkins. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a gain of 29, and it's
That's
1st and goal.
Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Here's Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
In motion goes Likely. Jackson now on 2nd down. That is caught to the goal line and in. Patrick Ricard. Touchdown, Ravens. On is Luke to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Ravens move out in front by the score of 17-3.
Broncos 3.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, here's Min. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Broncos offense ready to get back out. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now it's Dobbins, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
When you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation, and instead he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Next, from the gun, on 3rd down. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is is a recipe for success.
At the 50-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. Here's a design run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
Now a 3rd and 2. Here's Dobbins. It looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
And with this field position, Mike, I think you're looking at this like it's 4th down territory. So I think they're able to get it there on 3rd down. But even if he didn't, I think that 3rd down call was all about setting up. If we needed to, we'll go for it on 4th.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. A big-time play for the Broncos. And even 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
To the ground, a 1st down run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Evan Ingram, touchdown Broncos. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Broncos are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10.
Broncos 10.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one. And down he goes. John Franklin Myers in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrew.
It's actually a really nice job there on second down, putting this into a third and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that first down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
On third down, Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground.
A gain of 6.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Baltimore.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go, and you can see why.
Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. 13, pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 5.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Third down, they need 5. Again, it's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrew. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
On the play. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand, get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Jackson fires complete to Flowers. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. They have converted twice on third down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Henry. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, it's Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal.
28-yard
This
attempt.
about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good.
Makes the score.
And the Ravens
20.
going to tack
Broncos
on 3
10.
more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Now a signal, timeout called. 9
first
seconds
down.
left to play
First
in
and
this
10
first
at
half.
the 41-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing. Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Nix to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22.
The Ravens offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. the ground. Here's Henry. He'll push forward for about a yard. D.J. Jones, the big defensive tackle, with the stop.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 9. On play action, here's Jackson. Off balance throw, it's complete. It'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
15 yards.
A gain there of 15. Good for a Raven first down.
A gain of 15. And a Raven first down.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that well.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, he doesn't hit it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Give him 12 on that one. They're on the march. Another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
You don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. It's a short one caught by Andrews. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
What is this?
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
On the give, here's Henry. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Short, complete to Likely. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
In motion goes Likely. On 3rd down, here's a run by Henry.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A gain of 4th down.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Ravens add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. A run with Dobbins. Finding room at the 35. And I'm up and down just shy of the 40. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Mike Green on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing is Nix. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
It's a gain.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
The fullback trying to push the puck. And he's trying to foul it forward, but no dice. They're going to stop him behind the line.
One of the disadvantages of giving the ball in this situation to your fullback is now your short one blocker. I'd like to see him give it to their more traditional running back in this case, because now it brings up 4th down.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. In motion goes Likely. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. The RPO, that one is complete. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
On the handoff, it's Henry. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Henry on the carry. Alex Singleton on the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 9. Now Lamar will hang on to it. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. The throw on the run is complete. It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down, Baltimore.
19 yards. And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
4 more yards.
Give him 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard
Pretty much
line.
just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
7-yard pickup.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. A design run here with Jackson. And he's going to be taken down after a big 2nd down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field.
Still 2nd down.
Back to throw, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
That's another.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here's the fullback, Ricard. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. The give right up the middle to Henry. And he's in! Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and You see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. Whoa! And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. He'll give it to Dobbins. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
First down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
That's caught left side by Ingram. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
At the 34-yard
well, you know, Mike,
line.
if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play, but those guys on defense, they felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. This one broken. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
1st and 10.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Hopkins sent in motion. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
A gain of 15
About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
What's going on, guys?
A gain of 15. And And the Ravens
Really nice
first
job
down.
there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
A first down throw for Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And we'll see where they spot this. Very close to a first down. He's forced out just shy of the mark.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And he's going to get him a first down here across midfield and down to the 45.
A 7-yard gain.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had third and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
In motion goes Likely. On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward, and will give him 4 yards.
Taken down at the 41. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. He'll step up and run.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and a yard. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And I don't know. I'm not sure he got there. I think they're going to mark him short. And now it is 4th down.
4th down.
Great job with the pressure up the middle on 3rd and 1, Mike. When that back has to make someone miss in the backfield, that's all they need to throw off the timing. He's fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense holds him to no gain, brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, it's Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. This one from 54 yards out. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Broncos offense and their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Throw it here on 1st down. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw is Nix. He finds his tight end, Ingram. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down.
That's good for a Broncos.
11 yards as they move the chains.
1st and 10.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
At the Ravens' 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Nick. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
7-yard gain.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Nick snap on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They've got him. Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike. He gets into drop it. It's a loss of 8.
In what's been a pretty impressive defensive performance here today, the pass rush has been a little underwhelming. They've been non-existent up until this point, so as they finish this game out, it's got to feel good for them to see this pass rush start paying some dividends.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Nix. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He finds his man, Carpenter. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15.
19 yards.
Give him 19 yards on 3rd and 18. They found a way to get it done. First down.
14-yard line.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nick.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Denver. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here
and
late.
Of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, so replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Lutz for the extra point.
After.
He's got it. Broncos are able to edge a bit closer.
Ravens 29, Broncos 17.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Off the play fake. Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
On second down, here's a run with Henry. That would qualify as an angry run, powering his way forward. I'll pick up at 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Middle, and he's got his man complete. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Ravens first down. Quick throw on the RPO is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's second and 8 at the 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 8. Pistol give to Henry. Now trying to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And deep to the back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Luke now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Broncos 17.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Throwing. Nix. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Now they'll set up the screen for Harvard. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
So we see this more and more often in today's NFL, Mike, where on third down, the ball is actually thrown short of the chains. And there's really two reasons. One, teams are a lot more willing to use fourth down. And two, they have a lot of confidence in these receivers and tight ends and backs to run after the catch. You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Ravens offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Jackson fires complete to Flowers. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Henry. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Going to go right back to Henry. And he will have the Ravens first down by about a yard. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
First down. A 4-yard pickup on the
And this
play.
is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on 3rd down, and they just can't make a play.
And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and goal.
So when you're
Baltimore.
evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I have the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Short of the goal line.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
In motion goes Likely. Henry. And he is not yards on that play, and now it is 3rd and goal.
Play lost a yard.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
3rd and goal for Jackson. And he's into the end zone yet again. Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
On is Luke to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens tack on one more to their lead.
Broncos 17.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 2. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. We'll go play action with Nix. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing is Nix. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. A big-time play for the Broncos. 32 yards.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Denver 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
And while this game is certainly all but over, this drive really comes down to pride. On one side, you got a team trying to show they're willing to fight all the way to the end, and then the other, they don't want to give up a touchdown at this point in the game.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. And he's into the end zone. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown, Broncos.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Broncos are able to cut into the deficit.
43. Broncos 24.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Bateman is the motion man. He'll step up and run this. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the Broncos' 41-yard line.
Bateman is the motion man. He'll run again.
Jackson on the keeper.
Third and 2. Here we go. They'll try and run for this with Henry. And he's not going to get there. Whoa, right at the line of scrimmage. And now it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Well, as soon as you see that pirate ship in the north end zone, you know exactly where we are. It's the home of the Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're off and running from Raymond James. On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own. Yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Mayfield comes out throwing. Over the middle. And some excellent work to drive him all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
First down, here's Baker. Completed over the middle.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 4 at the 39-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Mayfield now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Gain of 15 there, and that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yards.
He'll scurry forward for a pick of 3.
Gotta be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
At the Dolphins' 43.
On the gun, Mayfield. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Third down. Here's Mayfield. Down the field. Evans has it. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Bucs have the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Mayfield set to pass. Gets him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Regular.
This is Irving on second. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
And I'll give some credit to the defense there. Limited the gain to the outside, contained him for minimal yardage. It's going to be tough to stop him from getting a first down as close as they were to the sticks.
All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Ready to go with our second quarter. Buccaneers with the ball and a chance to score. First down throw here. Mayfield. Jump off caught by his back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Number 7.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
180! What's up?
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Caught near the goal line. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get the game's first points here in the second. Mike Evans with the touchdown. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are perfect one-for-one.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up first and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Tucker now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And he spins right by him. And this is brought to a stop at that, let's say, the 34-yard line now. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it uses your offensive confidence.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Baker now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here he goes, third and long. That's good to Godwin. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They gain 11 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
180! What's that?
Throwing, Baker. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of their second down.
Second and 17 at the 39-yard line.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. throw. Trucking his body. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. What's up?
Third and long for him here. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Mayfield to throw for it. Connection made to Shepard. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on fourth down. That gets him the first. All set to go now from the 35. They'll toss it here to Irving. Wild play. First guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
They got out ahead of that one, and good thing, too. That effort, right? Just that pursuit, that want-to, may have prevented a big play, and instead, well, they nearly got him for a tackle for loss.
What's up?
Baker now. And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. Stops by Chop Robinson. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Good. 180. What's up?
They'll throw. 3rd and long. We've got a screen to the running back. On 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Fourth down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there.
180. Hey, alert 33. Run, run, run. Point it right, point it right, point it right. What's up?
Here we go. It's Mayfield. Forced out to his right. He's making a bid for it. He's on the move past the 15. So 21 yards and the first. What a call to go for it there on 4.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. Only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Working inside the red zone.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by A-Chain. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that run. And goes to the hurry up here.
4 yards on the pickup.
Second down carry for A-Chain. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, then crash inside. Set that edge, and if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Finds his back, A-Chain. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He finds him 16 yards in a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Give him 24 on that play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that was the Dolphins' first down.
It's a gain of 10.
All right, come on.
First down, Miami.
In the red zone on first. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for his back, Devon Achane there. And now they face second down. Achane running right. And that's not what the offense started with. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. Little nod, little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
This might be a free play for him. And they take him to the ground, but he's going to have some good news as he's helped up here. We'll get a flag down, and this one likely isn't going to count. All right, so the penalty helps him out. Now only 6 yards needed on third down. Two and out from the gun. We'll drop this down to Achane. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on third down. And they've got themselves a first and goal.
First down. First and goal, Miami.
Achane. He won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Tagovailoa keeping it on the sneak. And he's in for the touchdown. The Dolphins take the lead right away in half number 2. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak.
Well, I don't think that defense was ready for that kind of push at the point of attack. I think they were thinking outside run, play action, but they get gutted, and they get gutted right up the middle.
Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7.
Buccaneers 7. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10.
Hey, alert, alert! 180!
Mayfield will look to throw. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up second down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Run, run, run. Good. Up, up, up. What's up?
Throwing again is Baker. Completed to his running back. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A pickup of 17. And the Bucs have the first.
Complete to number 7, Bucky Irving.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one.
48-yard line.
It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Hey, alert 33.
From the gun, Mayfield. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tried getting it to Emeka Egbuka. It's second down coming up.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover. and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
It's his running back. And this one does not go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He'll throw it. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
Okay, running backs might not be the most accomplished route runners, certainly compared to the receivers. But when it comes to body control, strength, making a catch through contact, this guy just showed out.
Irvin here from the gun. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very clean play.
Throws off the lip, but it's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
Got a man. This is Evans. He's back in first down grab and still going. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers now trail by just a point in the fourth. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him the drive starting at the 35. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Dumped off to his running back. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's going to be first down Miami. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Dolphins pushing to get within range for a game winner. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Hey, get set. Come on, 2.
At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. Still going past the 40. He's all the way down to the 36. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that is a Dolphins first down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They've got first down here from the 36. Here he is to throw. He's up again. And finally they catch up to him at the 11. Give him 25 on that play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Good. Hey, turbo one.
It's Achane on the inside again. A couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Okay, This is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Again on second. Now even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Tampa spends its second time out now. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
They're right here. Ready? Go.
Now to throw. Rolling out to his left. And they're going to do it, Rob. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock?
And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
Buccaneers 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for
Sanders
Miami.
all set to send it away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Bucks to the line. 1st and 10.
Hurry, hurry. 180. Up, up. Pistol, pistol, pistol. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Kings, Kings, Kings. One touch.
Back to throw. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Alert, alert. Run, run, run. Alert, 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 alert. One touch.
Setting up to pass. Could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Jack Jones has got it. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6.
Touchdown. Dolphins.
Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Tua and the Dolphins getting set to try for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Vacates quickly left side. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
Dolphins 28. Buccaneers 14.
All right, partner, it's only 1 extra point on the scoreboard, but come on, if you're the team who just turned it over, how much worse is it seeing them add on 2 there instead of just the extra point?
Oh, it stings. I don't think there's any question about it, because not only do you not execute offensively, your defense doesn't do it either. So you kind of just smack them both right in the face, and yeah, that one hurts a little bit more.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Tucker now on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Up. 20. Hey, alert 33. What's that?
After the pick, here's Mayfield again.
Beautiful You've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Baker now from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he gets the first before stopping the clock. And even 20 seconds to go. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. All set to go now from the 35.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Good. Stop.
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
All right, so he stops the clock, but seconds still ran off on a gain of, only 3 or 4.
It's a gain of 5.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Taking a final shot at the end zone. This is going to be hit by a defender and knocked away. Incomplete as the end zone look comes up empty, Brock. You've got a 4th down decision to make. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Buys time, rolling right. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds. Yep, already got the stop and the turnover on down, so they're just going to decline that penalty. So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage. Here's Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's second down.
On one, ready?
It's now
12,
2nd and
12,
6
12.
at the 42-yard
Gun,
line.
gun. Shot. Right 80. Shot.
Now Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for T.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere.
Shot.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To the 27-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11. Right 80.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he is caught. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Bengals.
Here we go, set.
First
Cougar
and goal
19.
at the 9-yard line.
Steady.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and
Just
goal.
set. 11, empty. Right 80. What is shot?
Here's Burrow. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Shot. Right 80. What is that? Stop.
Brown. It's into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
It's not often you talk about statement drives coming right at the start of a game, but that was some statement there. That drive took him the length of the field, and as I look at the clock, ate up nearly the entire first quarter as well. Great work up front, clearing space, and an ideal finish on the touchdown run.
Buccaneers, nothing. McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Point it right. Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Demetrius Knight. He's the one that drops in this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
3 plays and
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They just got to go seize it.
It's a gain of
an excellent gain, 35 yards.
First down.
Come on.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Coming in to put a lick on him was Levante David.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Now it's Burrow. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
It's a gain of 12.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2 yards still to go, 3rd down now.
Here we go. Sahad. Right in. Sahad.
Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he'll take this into the end zone for a big TD. Jamar Chase on a touchdown throw for Joe Burrow. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Buccaneers, nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure they stay positive. At the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Mayfield. And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And to get one right there, that shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Mayfield down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield with it once more. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Hey, alert 30, 20. Run.
4th down, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
11.
Now it's Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Wide 80. 11. Stop.
Burrow will throw. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Let's get set. Stop. Wide 80. Stop.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
11 MT. Stop.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That's to chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Hey, alert 33. 180. Hurry. Alert.
Here's Mayfield. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Bell. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
This will complete to Yoshibox. It's so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there.
33 yards.
23 yards, the final tally.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
12.
They get this out left. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase on a touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it is 28-0.
Buccaneers, nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
42-yard line.
Hey, alert 33.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that one too wide and incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit getting through and knocking that one away.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play. And now their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this third quarter. But it's just not clicking right now. And it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
Regular. 180.
Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it this time. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
To number 13, Mike Evans. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And again, it's Mayfield. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield. Inside the 45.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half. But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Evan McPherson to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So, you know, the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise, they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is, don't quit competing.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Third and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that, as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
11 MT, 11 MT. Gun. Dot. 180. Dot.
This time, Burrow will look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mike Gesicki, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken a 6-touchdown lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and not free.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Complete to Chris Godwin.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And a nice spin into some open field. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. 46 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
41-yard gain. First down, Buccaneers.
Here's Bridgewater. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
Complete to Chris Godwin. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw, Bridgewater. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
Complete to Mike Evans.
Mike Evans, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to claw one back.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Oren Burks.
Bengals 42, Buccaneers 6.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
McLaughlin to kick off.
McLaughlin now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
12.
This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much one in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
11 MT.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Stop.
Here's Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at the yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
Second down and a yard.
34-yard line.
Let's get set. Start. 180. Race hard. Start.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second and a couple.
11. Here we go. 180. Start.
They're going to get this out to Chase. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
10 yards.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are. And let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Now the Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go.
They'll give it here to Brown. And they'll score again. Yet another touchdown as they just handed their totals. McPherson on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Next to score, Bengals 49, Buccaneers 6. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll give it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
This is taken in. It's complete. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. Bridgewater. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
By the Buccaneers. They'll take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit.
because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember. At least they keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave the stadium.
And that one falls incomplete. And now, look at the clock. Only 7 seconds remain. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
11.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Try! And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lead, yeah. Look,
in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.